About to bring you a dope ass Ralf character breakdown. So let's get into it. Let's talk about his normals first. Well, actually, before that, let's talk about the game plan with Ralf. The game plan is that he's gonna be poking, counter poking, taking up space with his normals, and doing a great deal of chip damage and decent damage with meter. So he's not necessarily a full-on rush down character, but he's not a defensive character either. He's pretty well balanced in that regard. He's primarily going to be used on point on your team if you plan to put him on your team. He can be pretty decent in the middle, in the second slot. I don't recommend him being anchor because he really does not benefit from having he doesn't have great max mode potential as some of the other characters do as anchor. So it's better for him to be on point, and that's where I feel he's most effective. So let's just talk about his normals real quick. We have stand jab, standard stuff. You're gonna stop short hops. So that's basic stuff there. Also special cancelable. Let's go with I don't know the proper KOF annotations because I am a Street Fighter player, and this is one of the first KOFs that I'm really trying to dive deep in, so please forgive me, KOF community. I'm still learning, so I'm going to call these light punch, heavy punch, light kick, heavy kick. I'm sorry. I know it's ABCD, okay? But sometimes I confuse it. Just bear with me, alright? Anyway, we got standing heavy punch or standing C, I believe. This is a great poke. It's quick, it's fast. It moves him forward slightly. See how like he steps forward? So it's great for the counter poke. What it's also great for is what you need to know, which is very important, is catching jumps in front of your face, even if they forward jump here, you can anti-air them pretty well. He's a lot, if you're from Street Fighter familiar, and you've played Guile, it's kind of like that, like how there's different normals for different angles of jumps. So just keep that in mind if you know what I'm talking about. We got standing light kick, great for trying to get out poke a normal. It's very fast, but it's short range. Standing heavy kick or standing D rather, this is amazing. This is one of the best buttons Ralf has. It is great for poking, counter poking, and it is amazing normal to quick max from because of its range, and it causes quite a bit of hit stun. So that right there is going to be a very important tool to Ralph's game plan. Let's talk about his crouching normals. Light, you got A and B, standard stuff. Not really much to talk about there, just great for hit confirming. His sweep is garbage, I'm sorry. This has like very, very short range. So try not to throw this out too often. You still can catch people, but it's rough. Let's talk about his command normals. Well, he has one, which is down forward on the angle and A, or light jab. If you can see here, I'm gonna have him jump forward. This is great for that angle that's right above your head, or if they're trying to do a cross up. Large forward jump. So always keep that in mind. You can still use that, but it gets tougher when they're trying to go over you. So use that when they're trying to go over you, or they neutral jump right in front of your face there. Okay, let's talk about his CD. His CD is one of the better CDs in the game. He moves forward slightly. Let's see. If I line him up at this space and I do it, his foot actually moves like one more space. So quite a bit range. It's pretty fast, and of course you get that wall bounce that everyone has. So you can stand right outside this range where most characters, such as Robert and other characters, their normals will whiff, and then you catch them slipping, and you hit them with the CD. And you could do super or run up for pressure. It's your choice. Let's talk about his air normals. So basically, there's gonna be the main two uses for his air normal is gonna be for air to airing and for jumping in. So let's talk about jumping jab or jumping A. It's great. It's a great downward normal. It's good for short hopping with, and it's special because it can actually special cancel. Sorry. So you can do things like jump back into that. You have jumping B, which is pretty decent for jumping. It goes down on an angle, but just be careful you don't do it too high, because if you do it too high, it doesn't have enough hits done. They can throw you, match DP, hit you with a reversal, all types of nonsense. Same thing with his jumping light kick. If you go too high, it's not enough blocks done, and they can probably do something. But what it is used for, jumping light kick, is crossing up with. If I can just get the angle, hold on. Yeah, see, it becomes really ambiguous if you cross up with it. So that's great, but you really want to use this for controlling the space in front of you, and air-to-air people trying to come in. For jumps, that is. You have jumping D, and jumping D is going to be probably your main button to jump in with and start your combos. And it's just a great air normal. It's long, it's fast, it has high priority. And then what Ralf is really known for is his jumping CD. It being so fast and horizontal, it's the perfect option for anyone trying to jump at you from long distances, and it's great for just controlling space and even putting pressure. Just be careful, because some people will low profile if you whiff, and they'll be able to get a punish. So you have to make sure to really try to just use it more in front of you to cover space and to air to air. Same thing with light kick as well. People can low profile. By low profile, I mean they can crouch under it and punish you when you land. Okay, so we got through the normals. Is there a normal? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to talk about this button here. This button is another great poke, and you should mix up these pokes here and use this. This is crouching crouching C, I believe, or crouching heavy punch, if you will. And it is special cancelable. It only really combos into the Gatling. So let's talk about his specials real quick. We got Gatling, the light version or the A version. It's safe on block, does a lot of chip, it's special cancelable. It's just your main tool for Ralf. You can jab, confirm into it. It's what you're gonna be using the most probably. It's when you're up close. You have the C version. I don't look. If I mess up the annotations, I'm sorry if I'm mixing it up. Forgive me. Like I said, I'm a Street Fighter player. Yeah. So the Gatling. This is really only primarily for combos, and outside of that, there's not much use for it. So you're gonna be using that more. We have Ralf kick. Now, I believe, I don't know if this is 100%, so if I'm wrong, don't beat me up. But if you space it enough, you do the light version, if you hit them around like their knee, the move should be safe, or at least hard to punish. If you do it in front of them, it's very punishable. It's one of those things about spacing. Like that, I believe is safe. If you do the D version, the D version, as you can see, is a fake or a feint, if you will, of the Ralf kick. So you don't want to be throwing this out because you will get punished if it's just you just land in front of them. But what you can do is you can cancel into this dive punch move. What is the name of this move? I always forget. Hold on. I really wanted to know. Dynamite Ralf punch. Is that? No, wait, that's not it, is it? Oh no, sorry. Dive bomber punch. So yeah, let's talk about dive bomber punch. This move is actually quite amazing. As you can see, it makes them come from a different angle. It can mess up. It can beat out anti-air buttons. It can actually catch people jumping. You can go over fireballs with this. It's pretty crazy, and it seems pretty safe from what I've seen. No one, I played online, and you know, I've asked around. It seems like nobody's able to punish it. So I'm assuming this A version is pretty safe. It's fast. The C version is a bit slower. You can see it's a little bit more delay, and that it puts them back even further, so it's even more safe. I imagine if you do it like up close like this, then there's a good chance maybe they can punish with a super or something. I'm sure there's something that maybe could punish it. But if you're jumping with the C version, that shit is, I don't know if they're punishing that at all. So this is not something you want to abuse, but you do want to establish that you're willing to do this. So just to get them afraid of it, the threat of it, because people, if you whiff now if you whiff the move completely, a lot of times people could just run up. Just like if I just miss in front of them and I'm still trying to flip back and recover, they just run at you, get a full combo. So that's the risk that's involved with that move. Okay, so let's talk about the quarter circle back A. This is this ground punch explosion. Now, it doesn't have a lot. It doesn't have like a hitbox to the sides. It has a little bit, like very close. So this is not really a move you use up close. This is more actually it nullifies projectiles. So when during the fireball games, you're gonna come across characters that throw a lot of fireballs. It's gonna happen. So between you jumping over the ground fireballs of Terry or someone or Yuri, or just navigating through fireballs and whatnot, a good option is to do this, stop fireballs, and you build meter, a good amount of meter. And it's like, okay, throwing fireballs and you're just absorbing them with this, you're gaining more meter than them, and it's like it's so much more beneficial for Ralf that it makes them like think twice, like, should I be really throwing all these fireballs? We have the C version. The C version is a bit slower, but it covers a lot more vertically. So if they try to jump, like, this is really for like regular jumps and super jumps. It's not fast enough to cover the short hops. It's pretty too hard to react. I messed up. I messed up again. So yeah, I'm messing up my inputs. As you can see, it covers both sides above him. So it's great. It's great to stop that if you can see it, and it's a good amount of damage. And on top of that, hold on. Yeah, you can do it pretty high up. See, the hitbox extends pretty far. I'm pretty sure you can combo after into a super. Maybe not. One more time. Let me try. Okay, it doesn't look like you can. But anyway, you still get them to stop jumping at you. Alright. Stand. Okay, so we got the Gatling Punch, we got the Dive Bomber, we've got Ralf Kick, we also have the Ralf Punch that you see me do because I was messing up. This really doesn't have that much utility outside a few instances, and what I mean by instances is really corner combos. If you do the A version, you can cancel CD and do the A version. That'll combo. Hold on. Well, you can combo. You can combo into. You can link the down forward command normal down forward A and combo into Gatling into a super of your liking. If you're in the corner, like I said, this is only in the corner, so you're really gonna be. It's a little tight. Messing up. You actually want to be comboing into that in the corner, and then hold on, let me see if I can do it. Wrong version. Yeah, that'll do the most damage for one bar. Give me 1 second. Someone texted me. Bear with me. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention that I need to mention right now is about CD. Stand CD, I'm sorry. You can actually cancel the animation on hit, on block, or on whiff into a special move. So even if the whiffs, you can actually cancel into a special move. So like, say you're trying to poke, and then all of a sudden they throw a fireball, you can cut the animation short, nullify the projectile, and things like that. So that's really interesting to note. What else? Let's talk about usages of meter. Like I said before, since you're probably going to be on point for one, you're going to be doing quick damage here and there. I guess we should go into combos then, if that's the case. Like standing, if you're close. I didn't even talk about the close normal. So let's, man, I'm sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Okay, if we do standing D, no, sorry, C. It's great normal just to jump in with. I mean, not jump in, confirm. You also have this move. This is gonna be a great, good move when you're up close, because you can cancel into the down forward jab. So one of the main bread and butters. This is what you're gonna do in the corner. So yeah, you can just do standing D into that max mode and do the same thing into EX Ralf kick. Oh, I didn't even talk about the EX version. Let's talk about max mode EX versions. So that's the EX Gatling. You can't special cancel out of it. So if you don't have the meter, that's typically what you combo into. One of the main EX moves you're going to be using is EX Ralf kick, because of the simple fact that it causes a juggle state in your combos. And you can get a juggle. Yeah, same thing with if you do standing D. Oh my god. Forgive me. My execution is pretty garbage right now for some reason. Alright, that's not the combo you should be doing. The combo you should be doing, if you're mid-screen, now if you're mid-screen, just do that. You'll get 500 damage, half the health. It's easy to do. It's a great confirm. So just do that. The combo I did before in the corner that ends in the tackle rush punch, that's the one you do in the corner. If you have more meter, let's say if you're playing Ralf on the second slot. Hold on. You can actually get something like into the EX Gatling punch. I mean, that's if you don't want to spend another bar. You can actually combo. Hold on, let me see something. I messed up. I did it before, but my execution sucks. And then you can go into that. It's a certain timing that you have to practice, but anyway, let's go back. EX, see, the EX version of this move, the dive bomb, it actually travels a little bit further. So if you roll max mode, it's great to just the unexpected angle. Just we gotta be careful again not to whiff it. Yeah, it's just a little bit further than the C version, and it's safe as hell. I didn't talk about the Gatling. This move is unsafe on block. There's not too much utility. You can anti-air it. It does have a vertical hitbox, but for you to do a basic B and B, well, this move requires you to mash the button, right? You do get a little bit of damage, more damage than if you were to combo into the Gatling. And I'm talking little. I'm talking about only 10 more damage. So if you're really trying to maximize, I don't think it's even worth it to, you know, to put out this unsafe move, because in the case they block it, it's better to just do the Gatling. So what, you miss 10 damage. Usually they'll die quicker because they'll die fast because you out poking them, and your normals do mad damage. What else? He has a pretty decent run. His backdash is okay. It's not a very big backdash like other characters. His walk speed going back is slow. It's forward and slow, but that's most characters. His invincible super is the level 2 Galactica Phantom. So you really want to only combo into this when you're in the corner. You don't really want to do it mid-screen too often. If you're trying to do a super into climax, you're gonna want to do try to combo with the Galactica Phantom into the climax rather than the tackle, because I'll show you why. Sorry, I'm messing up. See, it works, but you can see my man is whiffing punches. The guy's not even there, so you miss out on a little bit of damage. So if you do Galactica Phantom, you actually get more damage when you combo into. See, it's like it was almost 100 damage difference right there. So if you're trying to end this man's life, God, I suck. 1 second. Hold on. Well, that's the wrong combo. Easy 750 damage. But you're not gonna really have that meter to do that anyway, since he is gonna be on point, or maybe on second. You're gonna be wanting to kind of conserve your meter for your other characters. You really want to concentrate on building meter, out poking them, and you know, put it on the pressure as well. I'm trying to think. You can see, you can just keep chipping away, because it is safe. Keep chipping away. These normals here aren't special cancelable. And yeah, watch out for that guard crush. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think Ralf is a really good character. He's very under the radar. I don't see a lot of Ralf players or people even trying to attempt to play him, and I'm thinking it's because they are underestimating him right now. Because of the fact in 13 he was one of the worst characters, and so I can understand that. But he's just a great overall character, especially on point. And he's hype. He's hype, man. Who doesn't like punching people with explosions, you know? So, if you're learning Ralf, I suggest you stick with him. He's very rewarding. He really teaches you the fundamentals of KOF. He's not so much of a gimmicky character. He's a little bit more honest, but he's a great character overall. And if you guys have any more questions, or if you have some information that I didn't cover on this video, please let me know. And maybe I'll do a follow-up video. If you guys want to see a different character maybe that I play, because right now my team is Ralf, Maxima, and K-Dash. Let me know. Maybe I can do another breakdown of a different character. That would be fun to do. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and that you continue to play this game, and that you continue to burn to fight.